welcome everyone to this Fika, the SystemC Evolution Fika of September 2022. We have had other Fikas before. Now I don't remember from the top of my head how many, but we have had at least two. So this is a event that we have that goes sort of between the SystemC Evolution Day, which is once a year. So now we have a Fika today in September, and I'm Ola from Ericsson, and I am from Sweden, where the word Fika means drinking coffee and relaxing and chatting and talking. And you do that at work, and typically you do it every Friday at work, have a Fika. So this is then, and the Fika is then the term, which is also thinking that the mindset of this event is that it is rather informal, that we meet and that we share information related to SystemC. And for this very event, we can go here. So for this event, we have a theme, which is safety-related use cases of virtual prototypes, or as some people like us at Ericsson tends to call them, virtual platforms. And I think that's also the term that you use, Jakob, at Intel. But these are simulators, and we do them in SystemC, and today we will talk about how to simulate fault injection. And we have a related technology, you can say, QEMU, which is also pops up here in this presentation, which is also a technology for making such simulators. So I will do some introduction talk here, and then we will move on to the first speaker at 16:15. Here you can see the team who is arranging this. It's me, it's Martin from NXP, Jerome from ST, Christian from Cadence, Mark from Qualcomm, and Peter from Intel. The agenda is also on this page. It will start with an intro. That's the thing we do right now. And then we have a fault injection methodology for system level reliability analysis by Antonio from Milano. And then we have a dynamic fault injection with SystemC AMS with Thomas Markvirt. And then Thomas, you're not here still, right?
Thomas is here.
I'm here.
Okay. Okay. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
And then we have the QEMU presentation at the end with Per Adelt from Paderborn. Then we have some Q&A, and I should say that this is not the only Q&A. We don't have an explicit Q&A here in the papers or presentation slots, but I think it could be and should be up to the speaker to divide the time here how you feel, if you want questions while you speak, or if you want questions at the end. This is completely up to you, but this 30 minutes is sort of your total time slot. And for the Q&A, we also have the feature of raising your hand here in Teams if you want to speak, so that you can also use. I want to say some words about Accelera, and as you know, Accelera has several working groups. We can go and take a look. And there are a subset of all of these working groups are related to SystemC, and you see all of the SystemC working groups here. And on the slide page, you see a subset of the SystemC working groups, you can say, here you see the SystemC working groups, and you see their representative, the chairman and the chairpersons of all of these groups. So we have the language working group, analog mixed signal, CCI, synthesis, and verification. And then in SystemC language group, there are subgroups, transaction level modeling, TLM, SystemC data types, and common practices. So these are all work groups related to SystemC, and they work with different aspects of the SystemC standard and its related standards, for example, AMS. And here is a little news flash from what's happening right now in these groups. Here we selected some groups for which we wanted to say some news items. So for the SystemC language group, they are preparing a new release of SystemC, and that is ongoing, and I don't have a date, but it's, I hope, soon. And then the Common Practices group are working with different projects or items, and one of those that is highlighted here is called TLM extensions based on CCI parameters. And here you can see that this group works a lot on GitHub, and here you can see what they are doing in this repo, and you see the repo is part of the Accelera official GitHub. The Mixed Signal Working Group are preparing a release which is to be synchronized with 234. And the CCI Working Group, where I am the chairman, we are preparing a small incremental release where we have added a new build systems, and where we have done some minor fixes, and we are on our way to release that one. As a part of this release, we have also taken the step to move the repo from within the private sphere of Accelera to the public sphere. So this repo is now in Accelera official. So that means that you can contribute to this repo, and if you're an Accelera member, it's very easy. If you're not an Accelera member, there are some, how should I say, contractual / legal items to think about when you contribute. And we can also see that SystemC is actually also in this Accelera official, a public repo. Then we have the verification working group, the SystemC verification working group. They are working in UVM SystemC, and they are working with constrained random, a system called Crave, and they are working with functional coverage, a system called FC4SC, functional coverage for SystemC. So these are some. And here is a slide. By the way, these slides will be, after the event, they will be here on systemc.org. So here you can see that we have this Fika here. And here we will put links to slides and to this video recording. Oops, I lost my PowerPoint. Yeah. So you can become a member of Accelera if you want to engage in this standardization work. And you can also approach it from the IEEE side, so to speak, because the SystemC standard itself is also on IEEE standard. So there is ongoing work now to do the next iteration of this IEEE standard for systems. So some of the standards are sort of both in Accelera and in IEEE. So, and that's the case for SystemC. There are forums which are rather active that you can engage in, and you can also, as I said, go to the Accelera official and engage in the actual updates and developments of the reference implementations. Then we have these events, the one you are participating in right now. And here you see a link to the website, systemc.org. And the next event coming up is actually the SystemC Evolution Day. And if I click here, I will find the page for that one. You can see that this page also lives on systemc.org. So This is now, today, or this year, a live event. It has been virtual for 2 years. So this is an opportunity for you to send in applications or send in proposals for contributions. And as it happens, today is the deadline. So you have the whole evening, if you haven't prepared anything, to propose a submission or send in a SystemC related topic that you think is interesting for this SystemC evolution. So you can take the opportunity here, and we are happy to receive your contributions. If I move to the next slide, I will see it also in SlideWare. It is a face-to-face event. It's on 8th of December. This is next to just side by side in the calendar with DiviCon Europe. So if you are attending DiviCon Europe, take the opportunity to go to the SystemC Evolution Day. The attendance for SystemC Evolution Day is usually free. I think it's free also this year. And there you can meet with the SystemC engaged persons. Yes, that was all for me. Any comments or questions for this intro part? If not, let's go to the agenda and say welcome to Antonio Miele from Milano, and please share the screen and start your presentation, Antonio.